Welcome back to Chamber Connection. My first guest is Dr. Chiann Gibson of Smiles by Dr. Gibson at Promenade Dental. Welcome, Chiann.
Well, welcome, and thank you for having me.
Yeah, thank you for being here. Why don't we start out first by telling everybody a little bit about your dentistry practice, where you're located, what your specialties are, things like that.
Okay. Well, we are Smiles by Dr. Gibson at Promenade Dental. I've been practicing dentistry for about 18 years.
Wow.
I enjoy dentistry, you know, from the fact that I had some dental work done, I had some orthodontics done, and it's just a self-improvement and a self-confidence factor. And so I wanted to do the same for a lot of my patients, you know, whether they're young adults, elders, you know.
So you take care of all ages.
Right, all ages.
So what are your specialties then at that practice? What are you, orthodontia, regular dentistry?
Cosmetic dentistry. Cosmetic dentistry is what I enjoy doing because I love
Okay.
enhancing a person's smile. And even the general basics of home whitening, enhancing a person's facial brightness and then a more youthful appearance that way. We do a lot of Invisalign orthodontics.
Okay.
So I enjoy doing that. And I do that in conjunction also with my cosmetics. And I do a lot of general restorative dentistry, the regular fillings that people are, you know, seeing on a day-to-day basis from, you know, crowns, and I do root canals and extractions. And so I do pretty much all the gamut of general dentistry.
Got it. Okay.
Right.
And I've read, interestingly enough, that there's about 9,000 or so dentists in the state of Illinois, which I thought was a fun fact. But this was an amazing statistic that I read, that only 12 have passed the American Academy of Cosmetic Dentistry accreditation. And furthermore, that you're the only female that has this accreditation. So a very impressive statistic. Can you tell the viewers a little bit about the difference between general dentistry versus cosmetic dentistry? How do they differ?
Oh, definitely. Yes, I'm a very proud member of the American Academy of Cosmetic Dentistry. What people don't realize is a great general dentist does not make for a great cosmetic dentistry.
Okay.
If you're a great cosmetic dentistry, you can deliver the best general dentistry. So there's just a little bit of changes in the fact that in the semantics, we're delivering exceptional quality care. So even if it's in the anterior where your smile zone is, it can also relate to the posterior aspects of it. So you know your materials, you know what you want, you know, to deliver for a patient. And a lot of it is trying to prevent, I guess, a situation where they don't understand the need for routine care and maintenance. Okay. But when you enhance a smile, it gives them all the confidence in the world.
You bet.
I mean, from a day-to-day basis when you socialize with people to looking for a job in the workforce, people recognize your smile.
They right away.
And so when you're able to be confident, it shows through. It's like the eyes are the windows of the soul. Right. Your smile is a reflection of your life and your confidence factor.
Yes.
That's you know, very important. So I think a lot of it is, with the American Academy of Cosmetic Dentistry, I was bestowed that honor of being one of the accredited members in 2012. It was they give you a 5-year window to pass the oral examination, the written examination, in a lot of cases of which there's a lot of anonymity so that you don't know, but there's a standardized testing process. And so every time you pass something, you're just jumping up going, oh my gosh, you know, the next step.
Good for you. And you have a lifetime of accomplishment because notably, I've read that you were also Mrs. USA in 2005, so another remarkable accomplishment. Your platform, it indicated, was to teach children about the importance of good oral hygiene. And so for parents that might be watching, or kids too, tell us some tips that how do you teach children about the importance of hygiene?
It's interesting because my husband enrolled me in the pageantry aspect of it. So being the Illinois representative, having won, it was their first dentist and the first Illinois representative in its 28, 30-year history to have won something of that honor. Wow, so in that time frame, I was able to travel across the country and talk about oral health care and wellness, how it's all correlated. And so if you teach a kid early on about proper brushing, proper flossing, rinsing with fluoride, and get them in the habits early on, it would be part of their routine as they go into adulthood. So if you don't talk about routine flossing,
Right.
then
If
you
you don't
can't
start
teach
early, you
them-
don't- right.
Yeah, so it's a situation where you say enhance that process and have them go through those routines. So
Right.
it's like getting up in the morning, taking a shower, having your
Yes.
breakfast, and so you kind of go through those routines and you teach it, you make it fun early
Yes.
on.
Well,
And so
that's
they
important.
teach you, if you teach them to do that or you show them to do that, then they'll follow.
It just
And
becomes a
so I
game.
do that with my son, so it's fun.
Well, yes, and I try with my three sons as well. You also, a fair amount of people have a lot of apprehension going to the dentist. I'm not one, but I know several people that do. Talk about what you do with your practice to help ease people's fears about coming to the dentist.
I do believe you're absolutely right. A lot of fear and apprehension going to the dentistry because it's always associated with pain. Even if you
Yes.
had a great cleaning, you're thinking, oh, great, it's, scary.
Yes.
They would rather go to their medical doctor for the
Right.
routine checkup.
Right.
But a lot of it, I do believe, it's just that comfort level, that nurturing effect that you can have chairside, and being able to talk to them in a comfortable manner, along with the fact that I can give them something to take before their
Right.
appointment.
Yeah.
And so if they wanted nitrous or if they wanted to take an oral tablet that helps calm their anxiety,
Right.
we offer that service.
That's
And
great,
so we
yeah.
also try to give it a spa environment. So we have the paraffin
Oh.
hand treatment, the
Oh,
neck massage, to
nice.
try to get
Yeah.
them out of that I'm going to the dentist,
Right. I'm going to the
mentality.
spa.
Right,
Yes,
right.
yeah.
And so I love to bring a lot of laughter. And oftentimes when I give local anesthetics to a lot of patients, they go, wow, that was great. I
Yeah.
didn't even feel that. And so I
Got
don't
it.
tell kids either because they go,
Yeah.
I didn't have a shot. And they
Yay.
actually did.
They actually did.
Yeah. And so I think that's just a technique that I've developed. And
That's great.
so I find great joy that people don't, you're my husband. He's like, I
Yeah.
don't like going to the dentist.
Yeah.
And so when he said, that didn't hurt. So
That's
I'm glad I
great.
can still continue that aspect of it.
So
Yeah.
Smiles by Dr. Gibson at the Main Street Promenade, second floor, correct?
Yep. And if you have a smile, it can be beautiful.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
great.
That's my little motto.
That's great. That's great. I'd like to thank Dr. Chiann Gibson of Smiles of Dr. Gibson at Promenade Dental. We'll be right back with more Chamber Connection.